This is my latest addition to the fleet. Is this '03 Cadillac. I thought it was an '05. At least that's what I was initially told. But no, it's a 2003 Cadillac. So it's very similar to the gray one next to it. So the story behind this car is that my cousin picked it up, and when he picked it up, he this is like reclined all the way back. Wow. He picked it up and they snapped the key off in the original ignition, and then they tried drilling it out. Well, they screwed everything up. So then he took this column right here and pulled it out of my parts car. He's like, "Oh, could I have it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no problem. I have no use for it." So right now it'll do all this, but it's not programmed, and from what I looked up, only an '03 works with an '03 for ignition switch and steering column and stuff, so that's why this doesn't work. So I have to change this out, and so that's where I bought this. Pretty nuts, not full of packing nuts. Okay, it's not good. Alright. Steering wheel's black though. And it's got the ignition key. When I messaged the people, I said it has to have this for me in order to buy it. I needed to have that. So here it goes. So now we got to go through the process of changing this one out. Looks pretty simple. 4 bolts there. And from my understanding, I was told you have to pull off the passenger tire to get to this one. And you got plug. Got this one. And this stud even came out of the old car. Alright, this is okay. There's the thing for the shifter. Alright, this looks pretty simple and easy to install. Let's get to her. Well, I got the steering column back in. The car does run. Took a little while to start it because I ended up unplugging the vacuum line there, the brake booster, to see if I could reach in from the top, but you can't. There's a bolt down on the bottom. It's an 11 mil. You need an 11 millimeter socket. But the best way to get at it is to undo the tie rod end and try to reach in from there. It's a pain in the butt. But then the car did start, and every check engine light was on, or every light. I mean, the steering wheel's still loose. This nut has to be tightened. I don't know if they took that off for whatever reason, but I mean, that's not good. Mileage on the car, I was told it only had 100 and some thousand. It's got 228. I started it and every check engine light was on. And I'm like, what the hell? I don't know. This doesn't work at all. That sucks. None of these work. Okay. That's lame. But it said it had no charging system. Well, the serpentine belt was off, and now I know why. Oh. Oh boy, we got smoke. I think we just let all the smoke out. Whew. I'm quite sure that came from the alternator. Wow. Well, the noise stopped. Maybe it fixed itself. Probably not. But I at least want to move the car. See if she moves under her own power. That she does. So now I gotta change the alternator. I gotta do something about the steering wheel though. It's a different color interior, so I might rob the steering wheel off one of my other columns I got. And we'll pop the trunk, the old steering columns in here. The original one that came with the car. And I wanted to see, there's a bunch of other random stuff back here, like a bottle of shampoo, an umbrella, all sorts of weird stuff. I'm like, oh, the ignition switch is completely missing. No, it's right here. When you break your key off, that's not what you do. So, which I have no clue where the factory airbag is. This steering wheel's missing it. That means the one I got from the junkyard is missing. I have to use the steering wheel off my parts car. Airbag's still on it, so the only different color will be this plastic here. And to be honest with you, I'm not gonna complain about that. Yes, I could probably finish buttoning that stuff up here. There's some brackets I gotta put back in. You get some bloody knuckles over working on this project, but it's just a couple 13s here, one on that side, one up here, one up here. You gotta pop that joint off. There's that electrical plug and that electrical plug right there. Yeah. The hardest part is getting that stupid freaking joint to line up, because there's like a rubber boot that covers the whole thing. So, yeah, that sucks. That's really a pain in the ass. Other than that, it wasn't too bad. I mean, the rest of this was pretty easy to swap out. So, yeah. It's a little more on my Cadillac.